the common thread in the first two games you've seen?
Well, obviously we didn't do a very good job protecting the quarterback. I think that's pretty clear. Really got into a drop back game at the end, and kind of had some exposure, particularly on one side, and they exploited that. So that obviously is a huge issue that we need to get addressed this week, just in terms of our pass protection and keeping the pocket clean. The times that we were, we still didn't execute as an offense. So that was, I think, concern number one. And we're going to do a lot of things to try to address that, particularly with some of our protections, and then it comes down to fundamentals. I mean, bad plays are a result of bad fundamentals, and that falls on me as the coach. So we got to get that squared away this week. And I did think we established, maybe unlike Toledo, we had some good inside run game going. It just got out of hand, and so the game plan somewhat changed. We were down 31-7, and so that was, I think, a lone bright spot. Maybe is some of the things that we struggled with maybe against Toledo. We were able to execute, but it was a little bit too late, and it didn't really affect the game like we probably going in like we thought it would.
I think run blocking is doing a lot better.
It was in Kansas, and again, we anytime you're in that situation where you're having to throw the ball to get back in the game, and we were in 2-minute situations quite a bit. It somewhat takes you out of your early down run game and a really down game plan. So that was kind of the way the game kind of unfolded, which there's no excuse. We got to be able to protect. Simple as that. And we're getting better and better this week with it. So we had a great practice today. I'm pleased with them coming off the field today. So we'll go and see what we need to do to adjust, but we got to get that part fixed.
Zai looked like he's going through some difficulties playing on the outside. Did you see that coming in practice leading up to the game?
Not necessarily into the game. I think, when he started fall camp, I was really pleased with kind of where he was, especially since he didn't have a spring. And then, had a couple things that banged him up in camp, so in and out of practices and stuff like that. So really never got a full week in developing some of that fundamental work. And again, it's all footwork. And as the game goes on, and we got into, like I said, a drop back protection world, which really isn't his probably strong suit. And give Kansas a lot of credit. The kid that went up against him was a good player, but we've got to do a better job there. And he knows that. Julian knows that. The tackles know that. Our line takes a lot of pride in that. And obviously, so it's been a rough week. It was a rough day on Sunday watching that film, and from a protection standpoint, taking away some of the stuff in the run game. But again, a loss is a loss, man, and that's I think it falls kind of on our shoulders. So we took a lot of pride in what we do, but we also kind of wear that loss on us as well. So, and I'm sure every position group can say something like that. But that's how we feel in the line room.
Brett had talked about finding the right five, the combination of the right five. How do you weigh that against, you talked about continuity so much all offseason. How do you kind of balance those two ideas?
That's a great question. It's a tough thing to do, is to balance continuity with trying to find the best five, whoever that may be, and whatever combination that may be, right? And I think that's why you have a week of practice. That's why you have some of the stuff we do in practice, the run drill, the blitz pickup, the team pass, all those things. Getting those guys working together that they're going to be out there playing is critical. And we've been somewhat able to do that in the past, but with fall camp and guys kind of banged up or out this week or whatever, sometimes that does hurt the continuity. But we have to get the right people in the right places, and we got to perform. Simple as that. I mean, there's 3 guys returning from a line that had a really good year last year as a whole, and we got to play better up front.
Do your adjustments this week include personnel, or how do you?
I think you look at certain things and see, especially if a guy's not healthy. I think you look to find your best fit. But we've kind of looked at a variety of different situations. So personnel, game plan, what we can do to protect some of those guys, and then staying efficient and staying on the field. We got to give our defense a break and stay on the field and extend drives. And you look at the first 4 drives of the game, and we came up with nothing. Game was kind of lopsided before we even got a chance to really get into the end zone. That's on us as an offense. So it's all encompassing. It's not just one position. It's not just one guy. It's not, it just so happens that I think that you look at the game and the general public and things, and they target one individual, and it's really a wide breadth of things that we have to fix as a program.
Anything stand out to you about short yardage situations, especially 3rd and 4th and short?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, obviously it was a bad call, not necessarily call, but it was a bad bad job of us, executing that. The Kansas team played that phenomenally. They see that a lot in practice, and it was really a situation where we kind of got into that play has been very successful for us, the sneak and things like that, and Kansas played that really well. So we got to go back as a staff and look at our short yardage plan. And again, as a line coach, that I take a lot of accountability towards that, and we have to be better. We have a better plan going in.
Not to give away the game plan or anything, but is analyzing gap plays versus the zone, is that part of the process that you're looking at too when you look at the film?
Yeah, we look at a variety of our concepts, and we are an inside zone and gap scheme team, and I thought the counter was working pretty well the other night. But again, you get into a situation where those aren't the plays that you need chunk yardage plays. You need points on the board and to stay in the game, and so it does change the way I think we approach that. And when we get to a 2-minute situation, before half, obviously we march down and put it in, and so I think there's some weighing of that, right? What's our strengths? What can we continue to do, and what fits our offense the best and our personnel the best?
How much does the O-line play inform Coach Lunny in play calling?
How much do they want?
Does it inform him and what to dial up offensively?
Well, yeah, we talk. Obviously, we have going with a game plan, and Coach Lunny and I are talking the whole time about that. And then I do ask the guys what they like and how they're playing. And I'm not on the field. I can feel it. I can see what I'm seeing. But there is some value in knowing what they're seeing on the field or what they're feeling on the field. Like if there's a weakness to exploit. And so we do gather that information and try to form the best plan moving forward.
It seems like for his first 2 games, Josh Cruz has been, done pretty well.
Yeah.
What have you seen from him just in this first extended action play?
Yeah, I think he has played pretty well. There's always, I think you go down the line, there's always things the guys can improve upon, but he's done a nice job making the calls and getting guys in the right positions, the identifications and things like that, kind of running that O-line. He's done a nice job with that. I'm sure you talk to him, there's some things he wants back, and we can go through those and correct those. But I've been pleased with where he has so far, considering he has never played, and started. He's played 2 games, and he's played pretty well, and has really put us in the position to. We haven't had a ton of mental breakdowns. It's been a lot of physical things, and a lot of that falls on the center. And so for him to come in and do that from a mental standpoint has been good.